You move like you own the room, didn't even try. Just stood there by the speaker and caught my eye. Didn't say a word, didn't have to. The music did enough, I just followed through. Got a little closer, pretended I was getting a drink. You smiled at the bartender, I had to stop and think. Is this happening? Or am I just here reading too much into the way you appeared? Jazz on the speakers, house on the floor. Don't know your name yet, but I wanna know more. Didn't plan to stay this long, didn't plan at all. Funny how the night goes when you're having a ball. We ended up talking about something dumb, the kind of conversation that goes on and on. You asked me what I do, I gave you half the truth. You laughed like that was fine, I think I liked you. Nick the face. Maybe it's the music, maybe it's the hour, maybe it's just you standing there like that. Jazz on the speakers, house on the floor. Don't know your name yet, but I wanna know more. Didn't plan to stay this long, didn't plan at all. Funny how the night goes when you're having a ball. Still here, still don't know your name, still not leaving. You always want what isn't yours to keep. Candlelight on someone else's table, perfume that I almost recognize. Everything I reach for turns to fable. Everything I wanted multiplies. La 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 la. La 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 la. Borrowed time inside a borrowed feeling. couch has learned my shape. Outside something is happening, I can hear it, I'm not going. The coffee's been sitting for 20 minutes, I'll drink it anyway. Cold coffee is still coffee, this is not a crisis. My phone is somewhere in the general area of the cushions. Someone sent something, I'll get to it after this. After what exactly? After the ceiling, after the light moves to the other wall, after I'm ready, which might be never, which is fine. I chose this, I want to be very clear about that. Nobody left me here, nobody forgot to invite me. I looked at all the options and selected the blanket, selected the quiet, selected the version of Sunday that asks absolutely nothing. The pigeon on the ledge outside is also just standing there. We don't acknowledge each other, but there's an understanding. The radiator makes it sound, I've stopped hearing it as noise. It's just the apartment breathing. Nick the face. Later someone will ask, how was your weekend? I'll say, good, quiet. They'll say that's nice and mean something else entirely, and I won't correct them. The light shifted to the wall like I knew it would. I watched it move the way you watch something you have nowhere else to be. Finished the cold coffee, started another. This is the whole day and it is absolutely enough. Selected the blankets, selected the quiet. The pigeon understood absolutely enough. There's a tempo I've been looking for in every room I've ever stood beside. Not the tempo of the thing itself, but the tempo of the thing and me combined. I've been running at adjacent speed, which is slightly off from everything, close enough to feel the pull of it, far enough to hear myself think. I used to think the offset was a flaw, something in the calibration wrong. But offset is just where the pocket lives. In jazz, the space between is half the song. The drummer's not behind, he's right on time, on a different clock than everyone. And I've been on that clock my whole damn life. Just took me this long to say it out loud and mean it, son. Nick the face. Nick the face. their life adjacent to the grid. And then one night the grid just falls away, and what's left is just the actual rhythm, the one that was there anyway. This is what I was doing all along, not just standing on the outside looking in. I was finding the frequency beneath it, the one that holds the whole thing from within. Never every door frame was a tuning fork, every threshold was a lesson in the beat. Adjacent wasn't distance from the center, adjacent was just finding my own feet. Finding my own feet, right there. That's it, that's the whole thing. Same the phrase as the opening, but different now, settled. The night came in with good intentions, soft around the edges, warm. I stopped checking what the time was, somewhere after the first comb. The kind of evening that just happens without requiring anything of you. I had a glass of something simple, and the view did all the rest. Nothing's asking to be remembered, nothing needs to last. Just this light, just the way the yes is right. Just this hour before it moves on like they all do. Just this. Someone on the lower deck was playing something I half knew, the kind of song that lives in the body before the mind gets to it. I didn't go down to find out, I let it travel up on its own. Some things are better as a distance, some melodies need room. Nothing's asking to be remembered, nothing needs to last. Just this light, just the way the yes it's right. Just this hour before it moves on like they all do. Just this. Just this. used to skip this kind of tempo, now I leave it on. Something shifted somewhere in the last few weeks. I can't locate exactly when it happened, but the evidence is in my recent streams. My recommendations look like someone else's. The algorithm's confused. They keep suggesting things I wouldn't have clicked before, and I keep clicking them. Keep clicking them. It wasn't gradual, it was sudden and quiet, like a room that's been rearranged while you were sleeping. I don't sound like myself anymore in the best possible way. Best possible way. You're rewired something without touching anything. Just played me song after song until I forgot who I was before. I made a playlist last Tuesday, didn't recognize half my own choices. Pulled 3 of yours without thinking. Nick the Face called it mine. It wasn't gradual, it was sudden and quiet, like a room that's been rearranged while you were sleeping. I don't sound like myself anymore in the best possible way. Best possible way. You're rewired something without touching anything. Just played me song after song until I forgot who I was before. This is what it looks like when a taste gets replaced. Not loudly, not with an argument, just one good recommendation, then another, then another, then another, then another, until the original is somewhere under all of it, unrecognizable and completely fine with that. I don't sound like myself anymore in the best possible way. Best possible way. You're rewired something without touching anything. Just played me song after song until I forgot who I was before. Call it mine, called it mine. 3 of yours called it mine. Left the keys in the door last night, didn't lock it, didn't care. The ceiling fan still spinning slow, moving nothing but the air. Something's pulling like a current past the part where the map runs out. I'm already out there where the signal drops, where the city noise just finally stops. Nothing to report, nothing left to prove. I'm already out there. Nick the Face. Back the light up, back the window seat, left the playlist on shuffle mode. If the sun stays this particular, I won't need the road. Something's pulling like a current past the part where the map runs out. I'm already out there where the signal drops, where the city noise just finally stops. just find these stars. Nothing to report, nothing left to prove. I'm already out there. Out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, windows down, no destination, just the hum of the engine breathing. Out there, keep going, keep going. Something good is coming, I can feel it in the filter. Something good is coming, turning up the dial. Don't know what it looks like, don't know when it's landing. Something good is coming, and it's been a while. Woke up lighter than I have in months. Couldn't explain it, didn't try. Some mornings just arrive with something extra, like the sky decided to comply. Took the stairs instead of waiting. Walk the long block just because everything was doing what it does, but better somehow, just because. Something good is coming, I can feel it in the filter. Something good is coming, turning up the dial. Don't know what it looks like, don't know when it's landing. Something good is coming, and it's been a while. Afternoon came easy, ran to an old song I forgot I loved. Stood there on the corner, letting it run through me like something I've been missing. Shoved its way back in without permission. Welcome completely, welcome to filter, opening slow. The frequency becoming everything I needed, without knowing that I needed it. Something good was already here, I just hadn't seen it yet. Something good is coming, I can feel it in the filter. Something good is coming, turning up the dial. Don't know what it looks like, don't know when it's landing. Something good is coming, and it's been a while. Nick the face, turning up the dial. Been a while. Something good. Something good. The afternoon came easy, nobody called it in. whole thing spin. Left my keys on the counter, walked out without a plan. The city doing something I don't quite understand. Coffee going cold,
That's fine, that's fine.
pigeons on the railing, acting like they own the line. Something in the air today doesn't want explaining. The afternoon came easy, nobody called it in. The light showed up early, and I let the whole thing spin.
Nick the face.
A woman laughs across the street at something I can't hear. The best jokes always happen just outside your ear. Bus runs 3 minutes late,
Still good, still good.
everything arriving exactly when it should. Something in the air today doesn't want explaining. The afternoon came easy, nobody called it in. The light showed up early, and I let the whole thing spin. Not looking for a reason, not asking what it means. Just standing in the middle of all these little scenes.
Easy, 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 easy. The afternoon came easy.
Let it spin, let it spin. Static on the frequency, the channel almost clear. A voice that keeps on almost saying something I can almost hear. The dial between two stations, the place where signals bleed. I live in that particular gap. I take what both can give. Let the filter open, let the whole thing through. Every frequency I've been avoiding had a color too. Let it sweep across, let it change the room. Let the filter open all the way to you. The face does the version of this song where everything resolves, where the signal locks and holds, and the static finally stops. I don't think I live there. I think I live in the sweet breathe. Found a radio in the cabin, tuned to something warm and old. A DJ talking to the water about nothing, brave and slow. I fell asleep before the chorus, woke up in a different key. The signal hadn't moved at all, the moving part was me. Let the filter open, let the whole thing through. Every frequency I've been avoiding had a color too. Let it sweep across, let it change the room. Let the filter open all the way to you. All "11:30 and the city hasn't decided whether to sleep or stay up. I know the feeling. Every window up there is a different answer. Some dark, some blue from screens, some warm and unexplained. I walk slower than I needed to, past the laundromat still running. A man inside reading something, not waiting, just reading. The street was wet from earlier. I didn't notice it raining. Some things happen while you're inside doing nothing. A light went off on the 4th floor. Another one came on somewhere on the 3rd, like the building was thinking. I wondered what they ate tonight, what they're putting off until tomorrow. What song, if any, is playing in there right now? Nick the Face. This is the part of the night that doesn't make it into stories. No beginning, no point, just the city running its tab. And you out here, coat not quite warm enough, not ready to go in. Not sure why. The last train went by underground. I felt it through my shoes. A rumble, a suggestion that somewhere things are still moving. I stood at the corner for longer than made sense, then turned the way you turn when you've seen enough. 11:30, the laundromat's still running. A light off on the 4th floor, coat not quite warm enough. Turn. Second coffee, neither of us mentioned leaving. The chair across from me has never looked so good. You were reading something, I wasn't reading anything, just watching the afternoon do absolutely nothing. This is the part where I normally check the time. I didn't check the time. Easy like this, no occasion for it. Easy like this, didn't know it could be just two people in a room full of strangers. Somehow the least strange thing I felt in a while. Yeah, just like this. You closed your book on a page you'll probably forget. Asked me something small, I gave you something real. Surprised myself a little, you didn't seem surprised at all, which told me something I filed away for later. This is the part where I normally check the time. I didn't check the time. Easy like this, no occasion for it. Easy like this, didn't know it could be just two people in a room full of strangers. Somehow the least strange thing I felt in a while. Yeah, just like this. The music changed twice. We didn't notice either time. That's probably something I'll think about later. Nick the face. Not every good thing needs a reason to be good. Sometimes it's just a second coffee. Nowhere to be. Easy like this, no occasion for it. Easy like this, didn't know it could be just two people in a room full of strangers. Somehow the least strange thing I felt in a while. Second coffee gone cold, chair still warm. Nowhere I'd rather be, which is new. I keep running back to this. Can't explain what it is. There's a frequency I follow without knowing. A room inside a room that keeps on growing. I've mapped it out 100 different ways. Still end up here at the end of every day. Something pulls me like a current underground. Not a crash, a slow and steady sound. Ooh. And I've tried looking away, tried filling up the space. But every road I take curves back to the same place. Ooh, I keep coming back to this, back to this, back to this. Ooh, I can't explain what it is. Something I can't resist. Something I can't resist. Can't resist. Can't resist. I've been reasonable. I've done the math. Calculated every aftermath. Nick the face. Laid it all out flat beneath the light. Still wanting it more by morning than at night. Desire doesn't argue, doesn't plead. It just stays exactly where you need. Ooh. And I've tried looking away, tried filling up the space. But every road I take curves back to the same place. Ooh, I keep coming back to this, back to this, back to this. Ooh, can't explain what it is. Something I can't resist. Something I can't resist. Can't resist. Every time I dismiss it, it only persists. Back to this. Can't resist. Back to this. Every time. Back to this. Something loosened today. Don't know what, don't need to. Something loosened, and I let it. Walk past the thing that bothers me. Didn't stop, didn't speed up, just walk past it like it was furniture. Ordered the same thing I always order. Tasted different somehow. Maybe I was different. Maybe that's enough. Nick the face. Ran into someone I used to avoid. We talked for 4 minutes, it was fine. Actually fine, not fine like a lie. Fine like it just was. Nothing dramatic, nothing to report. Just a Tuesday that forgot to be hard. Something loosened today. Don't know what, don't need to. Something loosened, and I let it. Checked my phone list, didn't plan to. Just happened, kept happening. The evening came in soft like it had somewhere to be, but wasn't in a rush. Nothing dramatic, nothing to report. Just a Tuesday that forgot to be hard. Something loosened today. Don't know what, don't need to. Something loosened, and I let it. I'm not calling it progress. I'm not calling it anything. Just noting it. The way you note the weather before you go back inside. Something loosened today. Don't know what, don't need to. Something loosened, and I let it. Don't know what, don't need to. Let it. Let it. Woke up with no plan at all. Just follow where my feet would go. Turn left instead of right today. Ended up somewhere I didn't know. A market I have never seen. Someone grilling something good. Bought a thing I didn't need. Felt like maybe I should. Don't need a reason, don't need a map. Just moving with the day. Somehow finding my way. Nothing left to explain. La 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 la. Sat down by a fountain thing. Watch the pigeons argue loud. Nobody here knows who I am. Feels good la 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 la. 오늘 하루 이거면 됐어. 딱 이 정도가 좋아. Yeah, just like this. Nick the face. Nick the face. La 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 la. Just moving with the day. La 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 la. Ooh, somehow finding my way. La 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 la. Nothing left to explain. La 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 la. Keep it moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. La 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 la. Keep moving. The city from up here is just like deciding where to land. A million separate windows doing a million separate things. I didn't plan to stay this long. The roof just kept being worth it. The air up here is different, less zest of it. Every light down there belongs to someone's ordinary Tuesday. And ordinary Tuesday is the whole point. I'm not above it, I'm just high enough to see how much of it there is.
Nick the face.
The plane crosses slow,
Blinking its patient red. Someone up there looking down at the same lights I'm reading. We're both just passing through different altitudes. Same Tuesday, same ordinary magnificent Tuesday.
every light down there belongs to someone's ordinary Tuesday. And ordinary Tuesday is the whole point. I'm not above it, I'm just high enough to see how much of it there is.
The wind came once, moved everything slightly. My hair, a plastic bag. 3 floors below, a flag. Then the city went back to being still and enormous and completely fine without me noticing it. Noticing it.
I've felt in a while. Picked up something I don't need, put it back, then picked it up again. It's probably a whole metaphor I'll think about later. The road keeps doing its thing underneath everything, like it was always there, like it was never not there. This is the part where I normally check the list. I didn't check the list. Full enough like this, no occasion for it. Full enough like this, didn't know it could be just a card and a Tuesday and a freezer aisle in winter. Somehow the least complicated thing I've felt in a while. Nick the face. Not every full cart needs to make it to checkout. Sometimes the whole point was just the walking around. Basket heavy, arms not complaining. Something about the weight of it felt like enough. Cart still half full, road still going. Oh, nowhere I need to be, which is the whole thing, which is everything. Are doing inventory, cataloging what I've left behind. I didn't bring a list this time. I brought the opposite of a list. The deck is wet from something, not rain. The air just gave it up. The kind of moisture that arrives when the night gets serious about itself. Rotating slowly, the whole sky a long exposure. I am the still point, everything else is the blur. Rotating slowly, no destination in the shot. Just the spin of it, just the spin. Instruments agree on north. I disagree, but gently. Some arguments are worth the losing, especially to a compass. I heard it sound like someone laughing. 2 decks down, nobody there. The boat makes personalities at night. I've stopped investigating. Rotating slowly, the whole sky a long exposure. I am the still point, everything else is the blur. Rotating slowly, no destination in the shot. Just the spin of it, just the spin. Something in the water has a pull, not the current, something older. I've been circling the same coordinates long enough to call it home. The compass doesn't argue, it just points to what it knows. I keep adjusting for the drift and ending up here anyway. Gravity of open water, no shore to name it by. Further out, the more it holds you, the more you wonder why you ever needed ground. You ever needed ground. The birds stop following 2 days back. That's how you know you're somewhere real. No landmarks left to measure against, just the color of the wheel. I threw a bottle with no letter, just to watch the ocean take. Some gifts don't need a reason, some distances don't need a wait. Gravity, open water, no shore to name it by. The further out, the more it holds you, the more you wonder why you ever needed ground. You ever needed ground. Nick the face. Gravity of open water, no shore